Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Mr. Hurricane, and we are doing something very different. Why are you streaming NFL Tour? Because I've been thinking about this game a lot lately, and I had to play it today. I decided, hey, why not go live here and see how this goes? So, I kind of have a soft spot for this game. It is not a good game. I will not argue that. But I played this game for content a bit over the years, and just kind of in a weird, like, haha, this is a joke kind of way. I used to do like these playoff simulation videos where I would just play whatever real life playoff matchups were happening and just play them with the NFL Tour rosters completely incorrect. And that was just kind of a thing I did on occasion during like playoffs. But now it's been about 5 years since I did that. 5 years plus since I've played NFL Tour. But today, I have returned to play this game, and it's interesting because this comes a few months after I finally went back to the original NFL Street, and I beat the entire game, really enjoyed it. And now coming back to NFL Tour, haven't played this game in a long time, but now I have experience playing Street. What do I think of this game now? I always felt like I had a soft spot for this game, that I would argue that it's not a good game, but it is a fun game. What do I think here in 2022? Welcome everybody to the live stream. If you happen to be watching this after it's live, you can scroll down below and find the part of the video you want to see if you just want to see the games, or kick back, enjoy the stream, and we'll see how this goes. I haven't done much streaming recently, but I've wanted to do more of it, and leading up to Madden 19. What year am I living in right now? Playing NFL Tour and thinking it's Madden 19 coming out. But leading up to Madden 23, I wanted to put out a few different videos to help bridge the gap until the game comes out. And I wanted to revisit NFL Tour, but at the same time wanted to just get on and stream a little bit. So we are going to do that all in one, because I have nothing really important to stream right now. Maybe I will when Madden comes out. I never knew this game existed. I assume, like you, Jarrett, many are in that same boat, because this is a game that you could have easily missed entirely. It's not an important game. It is one of the least important football games, I think, out there, because it was kind of a reboot of NFL Street, and not a good one. They never made another one like it. Nostalgia hitting people hard right now with this? Maybe. Maybe some of you grew up with this game, and maybe you had a fun time with it. I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Celeste Force, you can't count on me playing this bi-yearly because I haven't played it since early 2018. I went back to look at my NFL Tour catalog, you could say, and the last time I played it, we were basically in the beginning stages of the Browns franchise rebuild, January 2018. So, we're almost 5 years removed from me having even put this game in. Kane, I just got a copy of Madden 09 for the DS. Start of the Lions franchise, and Dan Campbell is a 95 overall. Yeah, he played for like 4 or 5 teams, and he was I think 09 might have been the last year, one of the last years of his career actually. Spent a short time with the Lions. It has been 4 years, yeah. These years going by too quick, man. Time's getting microwaved on me. So, we're just going to have some fun today, and one more thing I kind of have been interested in doing, I've done some of this in the past, is just kind of getting on to stream, not with any major goal in mind, but just kind of seeing what happens. Pop in a game, see what people say, maybe we get into some sort of weird fantasy draft or a rebuild, and then it can turn into a video, you know, edit it down, turn it into a smaller video. I've always liked that concept. And I have some examples of that, like playing PGA Tour 2K21. I had a fun video on that a couple years ago. I doing a channel member live stream. I was playing NFL 2K5 just for fun, and that turned into a video because the game got completely out of control. What's going on, Gary? Working on a demolition derby car and a stream on my day off. Today is a good day. Love it. Yeah, it is kind of county fair season, isn't it? I would imagine that's where most derbies are or something. Please do a franchise mode. See, this game doesn't have franchise, and I'm sure you're not talking about NFL Tour specifically. But we're just kind of in that waiting period for the new Madden is all. So that's why I'm here playing a game that, I don't even know when it came out. What year did NFL Tour come out? By the way, this game holds a 49 on Metacritic, and the user score is even worse. People did not like this game. Critics, players. January 8th, 2008. So this game is approaching 15 years old. Not quite there. But, you know, was this game viewed unfairly because of the love people had for NFL Street, or was it a bad game? Well, first off here, let's get into the actual game of NFL Tour. So this is the main menu. Maybe I should move my camera around here. I'll probably be doing that a little bit. So, exhibition, online. Wait a minute here. My controller is turned off. This is not the main menu. This would be play now, tour mode, game modes, and then your options and everything. So, NFL Street had a fun like career mode where you could build up a team, take players, add plays to your playbook, customize your players, give them gear that impacted them on the field. And it was good fun. I have a whole series on it on my channel. I beat it this year for the first time. I really had a good time. This game replaced it with something called Tour Mode. And now I've apparently started a few of these in the past. Cordero Patterson. So I did this back 2013. Or 2014 would have been... No, it was 2013, wasn't it? Because that was a bad year for the Vikings. 2013, not a good year. But they made 3 first-round picks that year, and Cordero Patterson was one of them. Then I made one, I guess, with Cam Newton. And then I don't even remember doing anything with Case Keenum. So there was some sort of tour mode in here. I really want to see you go back and do a mini-series on Madden 12. That remains one of my favorite all-time Maddens. Definitely in my top 3 or 4. And I might make a video on it sometime soon. I have a little time before Madden 23 comes out. And Madden 12 is a game I wouldn't mind just going back to for a day. So this game had a tour mode. That was its big thing. Why am I losing my connection here? Oh, is my battery all right? I would imagine it should be. One second. I might need to plug in a charger for this quick. Just in case. I'm using a PS4 controller. So I have an adapter that lets me use the PS4 controller wirelessly on a PS3. And there ain't no going back to the DualShock 3. I can't stand that controller. And of course now I got our USB-C cables around me. I'll figure it out here in a sec. I think my controller just died again. So I'm going to have to find... Let me go grab a cord quick. BRB. I hope I got some music for y'all or something. All right. We got it. Hopefully it doesn't have any issue now. But yeah, we should be into some actual games on here soon. I'm just kind of getting things set up here. Didn't realize the controller was going to give me some problems. 1 second. I might have to switch, actually. Oh, my PS3 controller is low. Really prepared here, as you can see. Do I have this controller with any battery in it? Yeah, this is a mess. It's charging off the PS3, but it doesn't it's kind of interfering with the transmitter, I guess. Let me get this back on there again. Anybody been playing any retro games lately? Now, it depends on your definition of retro, because I have actually been playing some older games, but I don't really play retro games like NES or Super Nintendo, Genesis, like those types of games. I really got into gaming and stuff after those. But I've been playing a lot of like 360, PS3 this summer. And hey, not to brag or anything, but when it comes to NFL Tour, I am a 500 player at this game, 18 and 18. Let's see if today, if I can get above 500, that'd be nice. I forgot I have another cord in my PC where I can charge my controller. I should be able to charge it while connected to the PS3. I know this is a huge mess here, but we should be good to go and play some games. The wild card was expanded to 3 games. What do you mean exactly? Which wild card expanded to 3 games? Sidney Jean-Charles is going for at least 60 homers this year. Love the series so far and need more Rockies videos. Yeah, when we finish off a season in the Rockies, it's always like a little slower for me to get the new season underway, especially this time around because I wanted to play more spring training than normal. And I've just been getting some extra games played because I didn't like how I was playing toward the end of the year. So I wanted to get like 3 to 4 spring training games in. And I was able to do that. So the video is going to be out tomorrow, recapping spring training. And I might have to edit down 1 game still for the video. I think I edited it and forgot a game. So I might have to just fix that. But otherwise, that video's coming tomorrow. And then, you know, I try to do this whenever I can. But Saturday, UTSA bowl game episode on the main channel. 6 teams per league. Wild cards are now best of 3 in the major leagues. Well, obviously it wouldn't be NFL. Can you imagine a best of 3 series in football? That'd be incredible. I did not see that at all, though. When is that in effect? Can we get a fact check on that? That's what I want, though. So this game had a couple game modes in here. Smash and dash, red zone rush, just kind of gimmicky ways to play the game. Sometimes these are pretty fun, but I want to get into a traditional exhibition game today. We can actually set up some custom rules, which is pretty cool. These are just kind of other modes. I don't think I've checked all these out before. Are you nervous that the new NCAA game will just be a reskin Madden? Yeah. Especially after all these years, how much are they really going to reinvent is kind of what I ask myself there. Blitz the League 1 and 2, I really enjoy 2, and it's been a long time since I've played that. The first game I only ever played on the PlayStation 2, and I know there's a version on the Xbox 360, but that's just one I spent very little time with. I played a lot more at 2. Have I tried out the NFL 2K23 mod for 2K5? I have a video bookmarked on how to get it set up. I did play the 2K22 mod. I will want to check that out, though. What kind of rules can we set up in here? You have your standard timed game, high score wins. High score wins, 2-minute halves, huge points for defensive plays. Offense takes points from the other team. Fantasy, first to 36, bonus points for turnovers, exciting plays, and more. If there were some sort of fantasy draft element in this game, it would be a big plus. Like, just to have that pickup football kind of feel to it. But I don't think that's what they're talking about here. You can actually change like how much everything is worth. Let me get to a play now game, and then we'll maybe mess with stuff a little bit. But why don't we play a full game here? Is there a random button here? Let's see. I'll play the Raiders. The Wii Madden game modes were actually kind of fun back when they made them. Yeah, some people used to like the Wii version a lot with the motion controls and everything. I only ever messed with that a little bit. I never really owned my own Wii. So I don't know where the best place is to keep my my camera for this game, but we'll figure it out. The Blitz the League 2 live streams were a really good time. So it looks like they got me here, taking on the Bengals playing as the Raiders. So just picked a couple random teams. I thought I could set my roster. That's one of the fun parts in here. There was a 5v5 mode? That's like nothing. How many are on the field in NFL Street? Like, wasn't it 3 linemen, quarterback, running back? How many were on the field? I think I will be doing some more fantasy football videos this year. Yes, I enjoyed doing that first one. I'll probably do them here and there, and possibly maybe get a draft going with some members in the community. I think that'd be a good time. So this, everybody, is NFL Tour. And I don't remember the controls. Part of the fun is not knowing the controls here. You don't want to, I always had the idea that I didn't want to play this game too much or too often because I didn't want to, like, master it and learn all the money plays and stuff. I just wanted it to be able to be fun every time I picked it up. But the controls here, what do we got? Coach cam, snap, receiver cam. I just need to know the pitch button, triangle, circle, wall hurdle. One of the coolest things they did in this game is the wall hurdle. And it's one thing I think gives it a slight edge in that one area over NFL Street, is having that ability, because it was a lot of fun. Power tackle is X on defense. Okay, I think we'll be just fine. It does kind of look like the Superstar KO Stadium. And one thing I really liked about playing NFL Street is that the fields and everything had a lot more character. This is just kind of a generic, like, city stadium. And there was so much more to the stadiums in Street. So you could play on the beach. You could play in, like, this construction area where you could hit the ceiling and the ball would go flying. There was a lot of cool stuff there. You had stadiums where there were, like, barriers as the sideline, and other parts where there were absolutely no barriers, and it would kind of impact what you could do. Certain parts of the field here. Dante Culpepper's going down. They're blitzing me here early in the game. So on this channel, Billy, everything is commentated while I am playing, whereas on the main channel, it's all edited. The commentary's done after the fact. It's meant to be a lot more polished and presented, if that makes sense. Oh boy. First drive back, it's picked off. But the first drive back on this game, they blitzed me on the first 3 plays. I can't even get my feet wet here. I'm just trying to enjoy a little NFL tour, and they're over here cranking up the pressure rate away. Sending one more than we have in coverage. Yeah, they had a lot of these, like, collisions where you had to press a certain button to see who wins. And I'm not really a big fan of those kind of things. My strategy normally in this game is to user the safety and just kind of do whatever I want. If I want to go and try to blitz or play in coverage a little bit. So let's see if I can actually get him controlled here. Wow, Nnamdi Asomugha on this defense. And who would this be here at running back? 32. I'm thinking like Cedric Benson, but I don't remember when he played for the Bengals. I remember him with Chicago. Benson went to the Bengals, correct? Play action here. Palmer. Oh, he did check it down. Come on. Against the wall and down. Rudy Johnson. That's right. Yeah, I was thinking Cedric Benson. That's Rudy Johnson. Why don't they show the name under everybody? That's one thing that I always get annoyed by in sports games. Like, let me see who has the ball. Oh, he's slinging that one. Ocho Cinco up top. We can't bring him down. I don't know why I tried to use her in coverage there. No celebrations or anything. Like, if you think about all the things that would make a street-style game fun, like, you've got to include, like, things like that. The element. Oh, come on. They pitch it back to Carson Palmer, and he's jogging around. That was so strange. But, like, it's supposed to be about high-flying action. Obviously, realism, not important in this game. But, like, where are the celebrations? And where's the personality? Like, in NFL Street, the players would constantly talk to you. They would talk trash. They'd do it from the opening cutscene of the game. And there isn't a lot of that here. So they stripped back a lot of what made Street interesting. And some of the features that you really notice once they're gone. Do they have more stadiums? I think they have some more backdrops, but the field is the same pretty much, I think, all the time. Now, another thing in Street is if you played in Canton, Ohio, the field there, I believe, was a full 100-yard field instead of the shortened version. So that was another wrinkle with that stadium. Use the wall here. Oh, what are you going to do about that? Man, I'm out here waiting for the UTSA offseason, and you're playing NFL Tour. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. To be fair, though, I have not played the bowl game yet, so that's got to come first. To the outside we go, chugging along slowly. We will play as the Chargers. We got to see Sean Merriman in here lay some hits. I want to play as the Chargers in the next game. Uh-oh, a lot of pressure here. Culpepper. I don't know if that's a legal tackle. The playbooks as well in NFL Street had a lot more to them. A lot of play variety. That was a lot of fun. Leaping here. Oh my. Keep your balance. He lost the ball though. Doesn't matter. Bengals on the recovery. Now is anyone going to be able to catch him? The big man is coming up empty. Culpepper's not getting there. Touchdown Cincinnati. I might pull out college hoops at some point. I just remember the one time I played it, I think I streamed, and it was just really overwhelming. Like the menu to handle scouting and the gameplay. I quickly realized, like, oh, I am a little bit in over my head with this. But it is a cool game. And I would like to do something more with college stuff on this channel. Unfortunately, all the games are really old at this point. And I've already played so much of NCAA 14, and I'm doing a series right now. I don't really want to do a second NCAA Dynasty. We'll pitch this one out here. Yeah, that is not proper tackling form. A super mega football game, man. If they could get down certain AI and whatnot, like, they make it a great baseball game. Big fan of it. Culpepper got it there. I was waiting for the out route, but I'll take that instead. Chargers versus Saints. I kind of like that idea. We can check that out. So there are a couple other college games I could try to do something on, though. There is College Hoops 2K8. I already have a series that was made. Like, the team was customized and everything. I only ever did one little stream because I just got so overwhelmed with it. But could I revisit it? Perhaps. Then there's NCAA College Baseball, which I'd be a lot more at home playing. Just more used to baseball. The outside we go now. I remember when that game came out. So their gimmick, the gameplay they had in there. Oh, I have to score in 4 seconds. Who was going to tell me? Let me try to get my touchdown first. They only bring 3. Oh, I don't know about this. Come on. How do you not catch that? But the hitting in that NCAA baseball game, it was basically with the analog where you would flick the stick back to, like, begin your load for your hitting, and then you'd flick the stick forward to hit. And that, to me, even trying to do that in the show, I was like, I can't do it. I cannot figure this out. But I realized that you can actually change that setting. Remember when Sidney Jean-Charles episode 1 came out? I went to NCAA baseball, and I messed with that a little bit to get a specific clip. I wanted him hitting a home run in college for that video, and you can just change it to hitting with X. And I was like, oh, that opens up the whole game for me entirely. Dude, we're not making anything happen. What you know about NFL Arcade? Elijah, I know NFL Arcade, I believe, was delisted back in 2015. So if you didn't buy it around then, you'll never have a chance to do it again. I have it on this PlayStation, and I don't think I've ever played a full game because it didn't look like there was much, but also I was saving it to do a video at some point. No, go up and get it. We're getting destroyed. How is NFL Arcade? I'm going to check it out at some point. But I do think like a college baseball dynasty is potentially something we could get into. I have a lot of interest in the recruiting side of things in there, and I think you can make your own custom school. Can you make a school from scratch in that game? Because the old EA stuff on the PS2, they had good customization. You could do it in Madden. You could do it in NCAA Football. Can you do it in college baseball? It has started storming in specifically one location at approximately the 33-yard line. They must have their game breaker that would be in this game, but it didn't cause a fumble. NFL Arcade is kind of like a mix between NFL Tour and the newer NFL Blitz game. All right. I'll check it out at some point. Uh-oh. We can barely get down the field, man. Barely complete a pass. Maximum Football. I'll check out whatever they release. I played it back in 2019 for a video. Very much rough around the edges, but I am, you know, if they got something interesting going on, I'll check it out. What's my favorite MLB The Show on the PS3? I don't think I really have one, because I honestly didn't get really into playing it until the PS4 generation. So to me, they were all just pretty good. 4th and 21. You know, I like to play this game on the hardest difficulty because I found it to be the most fun. I'm getting destroyed right now. I don't think you can audible in this game. Is there a way? I think that was always something I couldn't figure out. Man. Yeah, this game was pretty bare bones. Oh yeah, I've seen Not the Experts videos on that game. I just couldn't remember what school he was using. I remember he put in the cheat code. Because I was watching a couple of his videos. I wanted to check the game out. And he put in this cheat code that allowed him to use this player who would hit a home run like every time he hit the ball. He hit it like 700 feet. You know, I talked about this a little bit on a stream lately, that when it came to Madden on the second channel over here, when that comes out, I'm not sure yet if I want to start a full-on franchise rebuild right away, or if I want to do something else to start like I did with the practice squad rebuild. Off the play action. Now he's wide open. Got it inside the 5, but he's drilled into the glass. Best Madden PS4 game. That would be Madden 20 in my opinion. That is the one I've played the most. The gameplay that I think is the most solid. I will go for Madden 20 all day. Yeah, one thing I don't like in this game is they're not really giving me the names of the players either. So it's just like, well, I see the player names right here. But for instance, the ball's caught. Say that was like intercepted or something as we get the touchdown. Like, I want to always see the name of the player who's got the ball. We're going to roll to the right. And okay. Culpepper. That was pathetic. So I'm wanting to start a traditional franchise on the main channel with Madden 23. Unless the game releases and it's really buggy and I just think like, no, we can't do it this year either. Oh, Chad Johnson still going. Oh, we can't bring him down. Come on. But that's why I was thinking, like, do I want to just start 2 franchises right off the bat? One on the main, one on the second channel. Or should I start off on the second channel doing something similar to the practice squad rebuild? I don't know. Come on, Hushmanzada down to the 11. I will be playing NFL Street too. I would be doing that now, but I'd have to make sure, because when I'm emulating those games, sometimes there are some issues with the game crashing, and I have to figure out, okay, these settings need to be set to this before I can get it to work. And I don't want to end up having to troubleshoot that kind of thing on stream. So I need to take some time to figure out if there's a setting that keeps it from crashing. Because there are a bunch of games that I've had issues with, but I figure out, you know, what setting has to be changed, and then it's fine. And then I write down what it needs. How did the gameplay look for 23? I didn't see it. Man, we just can't tackle. I ate a whole can of cream corn for dinner. Congratulations. So yeah, I'm dipping below 500 here with my career NFL Tour record, I think. I was a 500 player coming into this one. I was the Kirk Cousins of NFL Tour, and I'm about to go 18-19. We got rain. And sailing? Oh no. He got it though. He's fine. I'm not used to these, like, tap X to get out of the broken tackle. Like, I'm starting to really not like that. This era of games, though, late 2000s, was obsessed with, like, quick time events and stuff. I don't know why. That's tipped, almost picked. And this is kind of like a one-button quick time event. I don't get why that became popular. QuickTime events were not fun. Culpepper heaves it deep and almost gets picked off with 4 seconds to go. I want to say Madden's early access is like the 15th or something. I don't know. One of those days. Maybe 16th? Yeah, I was just thinking about that. The fight for the fumble. I think that was Madden 11. Where it would be a cutscene of all the players fighting for the fumble, and you would just mash buttons trying to, like, win the fumble. It was so gimmicky. It was so unnecessary. And it was very late 2000s. Was it Madden 10? Yeah, I didn't do too well in that game. Button mash battles. Here, they're going to tell us about more. Fight for the fumble, man. Now they don't even measure for first downs or any of that stuff. There were a couple things in those Maddens that I wish stuck around. The fumble piles were fine, but don't make it some silly button mashing mini game to see who wins. So maybe I'm not prepared to play on the hardest difficulty right now, Legend. Let's go to All-Star. Oh, I had a couple different settings here. Slow down. Motion control. Oh, 6-axis wireless controller. No, I don't want that. The drive reviews they had on Madden 05-07. Oh, is that when they had, like, in the corner, they would have, like, the coaches, like, a camera on them getting their reaction to the call? Man, we got to revisit some old Maddens. Like, I even thought about just streaming and just popping in an old Madden, checking it out, popping in a different old Madden, checking it out. That could be a lot of fun. You know, I like streaming like that, where it's just super laid back. We're just checking stuff out and hanging out. What was that? Rule settings. Ah, I gotcha. Now, you can make different things here worth points. You can make a touchdown more. You can give points for an interception, which would be bad for me. I don't always like playing on the hardest difficulty. It's just, when I got used to playing this game, and there was a year where I did the entire, I think, 2016 playoff run. I played every matchup on here. And my whole thing there was I was trying to predict the NFL playoffs using NFL Tour. And guess what? We got the first 10 games right. And then I played NFL Tour. The last game, I only needed one more. And NFL Tour would have perfectly predicted the playoffs. Falcons, Patriots, Super Bowl. And in my version, the Falcons won. If 28-3 never happened, NFL Tour would have swept the playoffs 11-0. Yes, there are uniforms. Tour performance gear. That's what I'm talking about. At this point, screw it. Make everything a mini game. Sure. Let's just Mario Party this game up. Oh, we're in Seattle now. Is that a Space Needle? Looked like a Space Needle. We got different backdrops, but the stadium was always the same. Big roller coaster. Why would we be in Seattle, though, with these two teams? I think there are only like 6 or 8 stadiums or backdrops in the game. It's not like everybody has their own stadium. We all know LaDainian Tomlinson here. Let's go. We're going to win this game this time. Oh boy, a button mashing mini game right away. I'm starting to realize how much I don't like that stuff. Was that the whole idea? They bring this stadium around everywhere, and that's the NFL tour? Touring around with this big piece of turf. LT! Up the wall! And then down. It didn't work how I wanted it to go. Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, Chris Chambers. Oh, I love this. Uh-oh. To the end zone. Got it! Touchdown! That's Gates. Going up for the rebound. Rivers versus Breeze. That's right. Got it. No. Keep your balance. Tomlinson is in. You can get cool moments like that. That's what I liked NFL Tour for. Is the highlights were legit fun to create. And the animations, the sound effects, I thought were all a good part of the experience here. Wow, we got Reggie Bush. If you could take a player and just move them to a different era, like Reggie Bush is one of those players where I'm like, man, if it were 2015 instead of 2000, when did he go to the NFL? 06, 05, I forget, because he's on the cover of NCAA 07, but he wasn't in college then, was he? What year was it? Was it like 08? Because, man, I know he went to the right organization to take advantage of him. And maybe it's more so he was drafted so early. The expectations were so high, and it just wasn't going to work that way. But I still think, like, his skill set is tailor-made for today's NFL. Because I think he would, like, today, he'd be a more dynamic version to me of Austin Eckler. Uh-oh. Can't bring him down. I'm never ready for that button mashing thing that pops up. Yeah, he went number 2. So obviously the expectations were high. And they always were for running backs because teams really had a running back. It wasn't about having a committee. He did deal with a lot of injuries, yes. And then he went to the Dolphins for a bit. I feel like his career was solid there as the catch is made. Who's 19? Is that Colston? Or Colston 12? 19. Devery Henderson? They're not giving me names here, so I'm just kind of guessing. Oh. That's right. What number did Colston wear? 12? Yeah, Reggie Bush had some good years with the Lions. They were just the Lions. Was he the Lions' last 1,000-yard rusher? No way. What'd Swift have last year? Swift had to have had like 800-900. But running backs that catch the ball a lot usually have rushing totals in that 800 to 900 range. Check out Alvin Kamara. That's kind of consistent. Speaking of Detroit, you guys check out Hard Knocks yet? See Dan Campbell? Tomlinson feels so much faster than everybody else. Lions were out here using Joique Bell as a receiving back. He was pretty good at it too. They were kind of ahead of the curve there. You know, they had him. They were really good with Javid Best, but he just wasn't able to stay healthy. The Lions with Javid Best were really good because there was him, Megatron. That's all I remember. But there was probably another guy, another receiver. I just can't remember. Swift had only 600 yards last year. He had a fair amount of receiving yards. Uh-oh. I thought I could jump up and use her there. The usering certainly feels a little weird in this game. Oh, yeah. They had Nate Burleson for a while. You know, I can't say I remember a whole lot of Lions wide receivers from over the years. There's another receiver. Maybe it's Ryan Broyles, because they had another receiver that had some upside, but again, injuries kind of robbed him of his career. Golden Tate. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. Drew Brees running the option. That's what you came to the channel for today. Is Bush. Oh, that's how you use the wall to your advantage, and he's off to the races. It's so hard to bring guys down in this game. Oh, we're talking Marvin Jones is after what I'm talking about. You know, I have no idea how camp is going. Geno Smith, Drew Lock, whoever plays better in preseason and camp. Neither one has been good enough in their career to get any sort of boost in the battle. Just let it sort out here in the month of August. Whoever's better is better. Roy Williams and Mike Furry. Oh, man. Are we going to reminisce over Lions wide receivers today? Jacob Eason. Oh, man. I haven't heard anything about him. What's this? Phillip Rivers running the option. Got it there. It was better than my Perry Cummings gameplay. Jimmy G to Seattle. You think it's possible? Only if he is released. Because, like, San Francisco doesn't want Jimmy. Would they actually be willing to trade him to Seattle? I don't know. I really don't know. Tomlinson with a stiff arm. Oh, we somehow got him back. No, Darnold has no trade value. I don't think at this point there's anybody that would be willing to trade anything for him. Because I was wondering, like, if, why did I call option there? I have 4 seconds to score a touchdown now. Would San Francisco just sit on Jimmy so he couldn't sign with Seattle if they can't get a deal elsewhere? Got it. Yeah, I think a big thing holding this game back is the playbooks. There are not enough plays, offensively or defensively, in my opinion. We got 42 plays on offense. I want to see how many are on defense. I'd be trying to trade for Tyler Huntley before I even think about having Sam Darnold start a game for me. But at the same time, like, if you're the Ravens, in that scheme, I think you have to place a higher value on your backup quarterback than other teams. One, because Lamar runs so much, and you want to have a guy that can play behind him that doesn't require you to change your entire offense. But just with all that option stuff and everything, like, not every quarterback's a good fit. Not every quarterback makes that offense dangerous. So it's like, I don't think I'd be willing to give up Huntley unless you were breaking the bank. And they're probably going to have to start over eventually when his contract runs up. Because I think somebody would give him a chance. I was really intrigued by how he played last year. Seen a lot of good backup quarterbacks over the years eventually get a chance somewhere. Maybe Huntley could work out. Like, I feel like that hasn't happened a lot recently. The backup quarterback who gets his first chance to start elsewhere and is actually a successful starter. So it's happened with Jimmy in the past decade, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo was a second-round pick. Didn't get a chance until San Francisco. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor had his time in Buffalo. It feels like it was so long ago. I wonder how long it's actually been. It feels like they're only calling a couple different defensive plays. Jacoby Brissett, maybe? Well, yeah, we'll have to see. I was always intrigued by Brissett as well. A little bit intrigued. Oh, no. Juked right into that one. Kirk Cousins, kinda. See, his first chance to start, though, wasn't with a new team. It was in Washington. He got tagged by them twice. So I'm specifically talking about guys who were backups and didn't get a chance to start for real until their second team. So Huntley, you know, he started like 3 games last year. I'm talking about being given like a whole season. That would disqualify you. So when Matt Flynn went to Seattle, we're talking about those situations. The end zone here. Got it in the corner. Hoyer. Yeah, Hoyer bounced around a bit, I think, before the chance in Cleveland, but that didn't work out. I'm also talking about this working. Hoyer looked good for like a month. I remember that really bad Vikings team he beat. I think that was 2013. That was a frustrating game. Browns won it. Matt Flynn made so much money in that one game against the Lions, I think it was. Just to get beat in training camp by Russell Wilson. Yeah, you could say Case Keenum because he played a whole year with Minnesota and then got another chance to start in Denver. And that, I don't even remember Case Keenum as a Bronco. At all. Where's Breeze going to go here? A Hail Mary. Hail Merriman, more like it. Let's go. Pitch it back. No. Here's a handoff going to Tomlinson. There we go. Let's break some tackles. Hey, what's going on, Black Cobalt? Thank you for the super chat. No, it has nothing to do with the University of Miami. I want the Hurricanes to be good again, because I just think it'd be good for college football. Oh, no. Oh, we couldn't get it back, though. Oh, it was just the whole hurricane thing was just a nickname I kind of developed playing baseball. I had a couple friends who were calling me that because apparently I ran the bases in a very erratic hurricane-like fashion. Just kind of ran with it. Uh-oh. They got it to Reggie Bush again. And he's able to keep his balance through 3 hits against the wall. Come on now. Just want to support. You remember Fred Arnold? Oh, I do. Connor, thank you for the super chat. Man. That's why I play Dynasty and Franchise, is for the dynamic storylines that just create themselves. So in NCAA 13, there was still the feature where when recruiting, you would get a soft commit from a player, which meant that they were probably going to your school, but it wasn't 100%. That would be a hard commit. Now in NCAA 14, there's only hard commits. But we got a soft commit. We're playing as UTSA. We get a soft commit from this linebacker, Fred Arnold. I want him to be the Mike linebacker of the future. He ends up bolting, going to Colorado instead. We end up playing a guy by the name of Dominic Carter, who became a very good linebacker. And we played against Colorado the next year when he was starting, and he picked me off twice. We won that game, if I'm not mistaken, but Arnold got me twice in it. That happened. That would have been 2012, 2013. Probably 2012. Oh, I got to run these 13 seconds off. Rivers, you got to block faster. I was trying to run around him. Andrew Johnson in my all-time ranks on the channel. He was kind of a game manager. That was the one year I didn't throw double-digit interceptions because I just made his job super simple. Come on, Rivers. Trying to end this here. 2 seconds to go. We have to hold on for one more play. I only played 1 year with Johnson, and I didn't do a lot with him. We just went far on a really good team. Last play. Don't let him score. Ball game. I'm back to 500 on NFL Tour. It was almost a classic Chargers moment, but not quite. Kerry Borden. That name rings a bell. I'm thinking defensive lineman. There are hundreds and hundreds of players. I can't remember all of them. I do recognize the name, though. Oh, I remember the Raiders and Big Papa. Of course. So one thing I actually wanted to do here, I might have enough juice in this controller to just play now. I've been hardwired into my PC with my controller, so I had to like play from this angle because the cord wasn't that long. But I think I'll have enough juice now to just play normally. And I appreciate that super chat. Let me go. Who wants to do one of these weird smash and dash or red zone rush modes here? So what's red zone rush? All-star event type. I don't know what any of this means. But let's go. We pick teams like usual. Let's go Dallas and Giants. Great rivalry. All right. Oh, I'm going to go TO. I don't know what we're even doing, to be honest. Where do we want to play this thing? Hey, St. Louis needs some football again. Let's show them some love. So, one thing I want to do this week is, I'll see how it goes for the first video. There might be a follow-up. But I want to, on the main channel, go through my old franchise files from the PS3 era of franchise on the channel. So, Madden 12 Vikings franchise, Madden 13 Raiders franchise, Madden 25 Rams franchise. I want to go through all those files, check out the rosters, the best players, the stats that are there, just whatever my last file had, and see, just go check it out. And if that video is well received, then I will do a follow-up going through my other franchises. Al Cunningham. See, that was an unofficial franchise. That was back my Madden 11 Vikings franchise. That was kind of my start to making football content. And then I did a more proper Madden 12 Vikings franchise. So Madden 11 to me is not one I count as a true franchise. So, this is Red Zone Rush. I forgot to read the rules. But I think I have to score a touchdown. Oh, we got him. It's T.O. versus Jeremy Shockey. It's just one-on-one. That's all this is. Oh, come on. Oh, the stiff arm. Wait a minute. I ran into the wall. I got to stop him now. What is this mode? We've got to stop him at least once. Come on, T.O. Oh, that's not going to count. Oh, I forgot I had the ball this time. We got to get away. We got him on the ground that time. So we're doing fine. This is the 5th round now. Come on. It's like so easy to like win those battles and break the tackle though, is my only thing. The collisions don't have as much drama. The ball carrier's like always got the advantage. Overtime. Yeah, this mode is probably a lot more fun when they were coming up with it in the office. Ooh. Nope. Like, the moves and stuff aren't technical and skill-based enough to be interesting for a mode like this. Uh-oh. We got to get him on the ground. Come on. Nope. Shockey wins. Now, that might be fun with a friend, 1v1. What would it take for you to switch NFL teams? Like, them not existing anymore, but, like, I don't think I could ever take on another team as my favorite. You know, I grew up watching this team. There are so many memories, good and bad, going back to when I was 8 years old until now. And I just don't think I could ever recreate that, never care about a team that much again, because I'd have no childhood connection. So at that point, it would be more just like watching the entire league. What else we got here? So, what did we just play? Was that Red Zone Rush? What's Smash and Dash? 3 minutes in case it's not cool. Oh, you can make it 4 more players. Let's go 6 participants. What player leaving Minnesota affected you emotionally? Torrey Hunter, Johan Santana. Those two. Those two I really had a hard time with as a Twins fan. Because that was an era where the Twins were pretty good. They didn't go far in the playoffs because, you know, Minnesota sports and everything, but they were really good during the regular season. And those were the two, like, faces of the team for a while. For the Vikings, even when they lost Moss the first time, I don't even know how old I was, but I understood it at the time why it had to happen. And I knew that he wanted out. I was able to accept that. But also, I thought it was like really easy to find the next Randy Moss. I'm like, oh, Troy Williamson is just the next Randy Moss. I was like 9 though, or 10 or something, so I don't know. Maybe a little older than that. Maybe I was like 12. Were Twins fans bitter about David Ortiz after he left Minnesota? I didn't even know who David Ortiz was when he was a Twin. I don't think I even watched yet. I think he is kind of viewed by many as the one that got away. What is this? All right, so the CPU just came up with a 3-player team. Plaxico Burress, Anthony Thomas, and Kevin Walter. 2 receivers and a running back. You gotta give me more options than this. This is all I get? Derek Mason, because he was head coach of the Vikings in my franchise. Wait. I don't know who else I got. Really just highlights of Puckett, Herbeck, and those guys. I got an autograph of Kent Herbeck's. I think the Phillies make the playoffs, Kane. I don't know. They've gotten a lot better. I haven't seen the wild card standing, so I don't know how tight it is, but I know that they've been much improved. I appreciate Super Chat. But yeah, the Phils look like a different team now. Earn points by holding on to the ball for as long as possible. Run to the bonus spotlights for more points. Tackle the ball carrier to cause a fumble. Earn extra points. Is this like... Who's played Shine Thief in Mario Kart? Is that what this is? How do I feel about the Twins? I don't feel anything. I'm numb. All right. What? Is everybody chasing me? Who do I have? This is a strange mode. I am controlling Derek Mason. Oh, I think this is like every man for himself. So like if I make the tackle, how am I going to be the one that gets the ball? I got all kinds of tackles here. We all freeze for like 3 seconds once the ball carrier gets it. Give me that. All right, I'm in first place now. It's over. How am I going to get away from 5 defenders? It's an interesting idea for a mode. A little strange, though. This is NFL Mario Party. It is. I'm glad I picked 3 minutes for this. I wish I could have picked less. Yeah, back to the Twins, though. That team ain't going nowhere in the playoffs, if they make it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they miss. The offense hasn't been very good in a while. They're not having injury luck on their side. I like the pitching additions they made. I'm glad they didn't have to give up a lot to do it, and I'm glad they have a guy like Tyler Mahle now for beyond this season. I think those moves were great, but I have very little confidence in this Twins team doing anything more than falling their way into a division title because the rest of it is trash. The Twins aren't a very good team. They're as on par with a team like the Orioles. No, I don't think they're going to keep Carlos Correa, especially if this season ends like all Minnesota sports seasons seem to end. They're in LA right now. I had the game on yesterday until I think it was 5-1 or 6-1, and I said, yeah, that's enough. If you don't finish this baseball game, I'm not even going to notice. I'm done. I'll throw it on again tonight. If they want to play competitive baseball, I'll watch. So those modes are kind of weird. I don't like them very much. Now this tour mode, I kind of wanted to check this out again. So how does this work exactly? So you play against all these different teams in an attempt to win. I'm not even sure I'll play this. I just kind of wanted to check it out. So it's just simple games against everybody. You try to go through the entire league. So that part is somewhat similar to playing NFL Street, but there was way more to Street than just playing against all the teams. There were so many challenges, upgrading your players, adding to your team, player customization. It's like they had a team say, all right, here's what NFL Street is. We're going to give you 9 months to recreate it. Go. The clock starts now. And they could just only get like a third of the way there. Maybe Exhibition gives me a chance to actually choose the players. Oh, yeah. They have more modes here that were actually more interesting. Oh. Bonus points for turnovers, exciting plays, and more. I kind of want to try that. No, I haven't seen that Black Cobalt. I'm not familiar with what's happening there with the Nationals. I've never played Nicktoons MLB. Is that game any good? Nicktoons MLB. Like, what does that mean? Is it like SpongeBob hitting behind David Ortiz? Like, what would that game have even been? 3 homers first 7 games? So, hey, the Nationals need something positive on their side. Coming to the plate. Wouldn't Nicktoons MLB come out like late 2000s? That would have been a weird crossover. Derek Jeter on second base as Patrick Starr comes to the plate. He's 1 for 9 on the season. Sandy Cheeks is on the mound. Apparently SpongeBob was the only Nickelodeon show I remember. Well, that's a poor play by Squidward out in right field. He has not given his full effort, to no one's surprise. Let's see. First down distance. Make it, take it. Let's try this this whole fantasy mode. Eagles, yeah. In this era, I want to play with the Eagles. Let's go against the Broncos. Yeah, now I can... In exhibition, you can customize who's on your team. Mr. Krabs does not want to spend any money in free agency. Oh, man. Mr. Krabs would buy the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mario Super Sluggers. Is that a Wii game? I don't have a Wii set up. Like, I'm a fan of having some of these older consoles and stuff. And I like that era, like PlayStation 3, 360. I don't have a Wii because I don't want to set up the sensor and have to, like, do motion stuff. That's my whole thing. I want to play with a controller. I just wanted to see who else was on this team. Reggie Brown, Brian Westbrook. Yeah. Probably just going to stick with what they had. Oh, man. Lito Shepard, Brian Dawkins, Javon Curse, Takeo Spikes. What a lineup. Hey, I know this game has Pittsburgh, right? Yeah, close enough to Philly. Plankton definitely plays for the Astros. He would have come up with something better than trash cans, though. Yeah, I have the Bigs. I have not played the Bigs 2. I own it. I have a video of the Bigs on the channel, actually. All right, so this game is played to 36. There are apparently extra points given out for big plays and stuff. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. Kevin Curtis. Can he keep his balance? Nope. A little play action. Come on. That's just way too much pressure to be sending. High Heat Baseball. There's a game I maybe played once. There were a couple weird, obscure baseball games that I just don't have any familiarity with. McNabb heaves it. Got it! Is that worth any points? They got 3 for a sack. All right, so you don't want to let the defense score points here, that's for sure. We're going to roll here. Uh-oh. I don't want to throw an interception or anything. Or be too risky. McNabb's still going. Use the wall. Oh, he could have gotten to the end zone if we had one more missed tackle. We got 2 points for that. I don't know how many yards it takes for it, but hey, that's what I'm talking about here. Big plays matter. Uh-oh. Do big hits score points? No. Okay, nothing scored on that one. They're playing coverage here. We're going to scramble. Get a block. McNabb. He's in. Touchdown. How'd they get the point? How'd they get to 4? What'd they do? You have to tell me how they're scoring. if you're going to have a mode like this. And I'm all in favor of having a mode like this. How'd they get the 1 point? Triple play. Yeah, that's the other one that was on my mind. What was that throw? What was that? What else could be fun on some of these old games? I was thinking like go back to some famous teams that maybe fell short or something like that and do some sort of a rebuild. Like, imagine going back to Madden 12 and doing something with the Dream Team there in Philadelphia. That would be interesting. I don't know. I want to do some smaller series like I did with Perry Cummings. How do I do it in a franchise style that fits the way I like to make content is kind of what I'm thinking. Nice hit. Notice how with Brian Dawkins, there was no little mini game there. He just wins. The Dream Team storyline was one of my favorites. Was that Jay Cutler? Who would their running back be here? Number 20 in 2007, 2008. Ooh. For some reason, I got Mike Bell in my head, but it could be anybody. Oh yeah, DJ, I've been wanting to play this game a little bit here, and this will get it off my mind, just streaming it a little bit. See, I was going to sit down to record a video, but I thought, why not just stream it? I wanted to stream anyway, just to, you know, see who would show up, how it would go, and maybe it'd be more fun to stream it than make a video. It'd also be easier. So I was like, yeah, let's go for it. Hey, you too, Michael. Glad you could stop by for a while. Hope you had a fun time. As much fun as NFL Tour can provide, anyway. Running the option. Ah. I want to be able to pitch it while I'm being hit. Yeah, it is a lot more interactive, and the thing is, too, is sometimes I'll miss certain things, and, you know, with all of you watching, you'll usually be able to tell me if I missed something or if there's something else in the game I should check out that I'm overlooking. I wish the yard was like this. I honestly don't even know what they're doing with the yard. I kind of forgot that existed. What are they doing with the yard? We're going deep this time for Curtis. Nope. The yard is still a thing. What are they doing with it? Man. Okay, McNabb still... They keep blitzing when I call play action, man. It's not fair. They send the house. Like, there are only so many deep passes in this game. So I end up calling a lot of the same stuff because there's just not much play variety. Oh, yeah. Superstar KO. I really don't know what they're doing with those modes because I haven't played them in years. I know they're not that old to begin with, but it's still been a couple years since I checked them out. Why are they still doing this whole single player thing? Like, copy 2K by making a really good game, not by making a story mode. I liked when they did long shot the first time. I'm like, cool. It was a decent little story. It was, you know, pretty cliche and everything, but I had fun playing the first version of Long Shot. And then they brought it back. I didn't play that one. And then they decided they wanted this whole thing going on for the Superstar mode or whatever. And I haven't played those either. Like, I don't think that's adding a lot of value to the game. Yeah, face of the franchise. That's what it is. Have I played Elden Ring? I've played about 20 hours of Elden Ring. I enjoyed it, but I set it aside to play some other stuff. I like it, though. I'll get back to it sometime. I'm able to go back to games after not playing them for a while and just kind of pick up where I left off. Picked off! Give me that! We're taking this one inside the 30. Up the wall. Pitch it back. I fumbled it. We pick it up. We're still going. Pitch it again. No! Yeah, I'll get back to Elden Ring at some point. That's actually a skill I've developed, though, is being able to go back to games that I just abandoned. It was my only option because I like to start so many games, or I get tired of a game and I want to come back to it a different time. Have I finished Ghost of Tsushima, Kane? I have. I've finished that game. I have not played the DLC yet. I'm really bad about DLC. I've not played the Ghost of Tsushima DLC. I've not played the Uncharted Lost Legacy DLC. I never played The Last of Us Left Behind. I never played Infamous First Light from Infamous Second Son. I never get around the DLC. I want to. I know it's short. I could probably knock it out in a night or two. But I haven't. But yes, I did beat the full game. I really liked it. Combat was so satisfying. I just, you know, it's a samurai game, so you know you're going to be a lot of sword combat. But I didn't realize just how deep the combat could go in there. And there's a little bit more than swords with the ghost weapons and stuff like that. But it's got such a deep, fun combat sandbox to mess around with. DLC is really, really good. I'll have to check it out. Does it... I imagine it does continue the story, but, like, is it pretty significant story DLC? Because I'm not going to spoil anything, but I do want to continue. Oh, I never played the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC either. Like, I literally don't get the DLC. Oh, Jay Cutler's down. These are all DLCs I want to play. But some of those games are also really big. Like, most of those games I just mentioned were, like, open world, fairly long experiences. So you can understand why I didn't get to the DLC right away. I'm not playing Horizon Forbidden West until I've played the DLC, The Frozen Wilds, though. I'll make sure I play that first. Actually, Horizon Forbidden West was like my most anticipated game of the year, and I still haven't played it because I've been playing other stuff. I'll play it when I feel like I have a good 50, 60 hours in me to give. Yeah, I know it adds a whole new island. Like, the map in that game is already huge. I think they could have cut it in half and still had a big, complete game with varied environments. That game has a huge map for what it is. Especially for the fastest way to get around being horseback, too. What am I diving at? There's a new Little League World Series baseball game? Really? I didn't know that. Sidney Jean Charles is a 9-year-old? That's the first thing that comes to mind. Oh, couldn't bring him down, unfortunately. We somehow got the 25-25. Oh yeah, Red Dead 2. Speaking of games I haven't played enough of. I think when I play that game again, I'm going to restart. Not because I couldn't pick it up again, but because I want to play the beginning again. We got to keep him from getting 4 more points. There you go. Do I get any points for a big hit there? Nope. I need 11 before they get 3. They could win the game with an interception or something, I imagine. This is a cool concept for a mode, but I have no idea what scores all the points. Maybe that's on me for not, like, going into the custom thing, but there's no, like, graphics on screen like sack +2 or whatever. Like, it really shows you how bare bones this game was. You gotta run away here. Oh no, they're 1 point away. Have I not been earning Game Breaker? I haven't gotten one all day that I know of. Heaving it deep. Got it up top. I don't think I got anything for that. I don't like my chances here. If I get sacked again, it's over. McNabb. Sideline. Still going. Hey, I got the 27. How do I get to something else? And then a touchdown plus the 2 wins. How do I get one more, like, cheat point? Curtis? End zone! Come on, man. Come on. We roll. Throw it. Curtis got it for the touchdown, but we're only at 33. This game might end on a non-scoring play. That's going to be the weirdest thing, like a walk-off sack. We're going to throw this for Westbrook. No! I need 3 points still. If it was 35-35, it would be really interesting because I could walk off with a sack. But now I need 3 points. I don't even know how to get 3 points on defense. Yep, I beat NFL Street this year for the first time. And I will say, it is so much better than this game. It is so much better. We got to get the ball back. Uh-oh, we broke a tackle. Big hit. Can I get a fumble? They won the game on that. What did they do? What did they do to earn a point? They got like 10 yards. Come on, man. Maybe I'll play one more. Yeah, I definitely recommend checking that out. It is my series, after all. A little bit biased, honestly. But, yeah, I think it's like 16 videos. A full playthrough of me getting to learn NFL Street and then going through the challenge mode. I had a really good time with it. And I know the entire time people were telling me, like, hey, NFL Street 2 is better. Play that. And I'm like, this game right here I'm playing is really, really good. And you're telling me it gets better? I still have to check that out. Completely custom. So how messed up can you make this? First to 100. Interceptions are worth 99 points. Okay. First down distance. This is something you can customize in the game. I think by default it's 1st and 10, but it's like so easy to get yards. I like playing with 20 yards to go. But this game doesn't have an 80-yard field, does it? Maybe it does. You can play make it, take it rules. So if you score a touchdown, you get the ball back. 5-yard conversions worth a point. 10-yard conversions worth 2. Power move. Button mash. Should I make button mashing worth something? You can make it so a tackle is worth points. So like the offense will be trying to score as quickly as possible. Because every time they're tackled, the defense scores. I don't know. Like NFL Street games are, and that style of game is very much of the time in the mid 2000s. Like that was just a popular style of game. So whatever 2K is working on now, I'm not expecting it to be like that because we don't get games like that anymore. And those games, like I said, are just very much of the time. That's what people wanted in the mid 2000s. So I don't know. But I hope it's a good game. And I hope it gives something for offline players like me. Something to really sink my teeth into. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to play a game here with custom scoring, okay? 2-minute quarters. Touchdowns are worth 6. Okay, these conversions, those are the point after, not a 5-yard play on offense. Okay. Interceptions. Wait a minute. Is this for the offense or the defense? Because you can go minus. What about NBA Street? I could check out NBA Street. I'm not very familiar with those games. They're not games I really grew up playing. I'm not as big into basketball as I am baseball and football. Yeah, so I was thinking like it'd be fun to play, and if I throw an interception, I lose 3 points. But this is not very clear. I have Street Volume 2. I have it on PS2. I want to do a weird custom scoring game. But I think if I go -3 here, the defense intercepting the ball loses 3 points. We're making an interception worth 6 points. We're making a fumble recovery worth 3 points. A sack is worth 2 points. Hopefully this plays out the way I want it to. Oh, who do I want to play with? Let's go Lions here. Let's go Detroit. Against the Texans. Who do we got here? John Kitna, Calvin Johnson, Roy Williams. Gotta be real, though. I don't recognize a lot of the names on this Lion defense. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream today. I would like to do more of these where I just go back to a game and we just mess around and see if anything fun happens. It's been cool to revisit this, though. NFL Street's so much better. This one would be hard to play after getting into Street this year. Because there's just a better game over there in NFL Street. So now, if you make mistakes on offense, you are very much penalized. It's Kevin Jones on the outside. What's everybody playing right now? It's the summer. It feels like nothing is coming out. No big games lately that I can remember. There have been some good games, though, in 2022. What have y'all been playing? Super Mega Baseball 4. Has that game even been announced? I know EA bought the studio. Multi-versus. I had a friend tell me about that. I'm buying time here. All kinds of time. There you go. Took a while to get it to Calvin, but we did it. 4 yards. Football Manager. NFL 2K5, MLB The Show, and Rocket League. Rocket League still going strong, huh? Final Fantasy Remake. Hey, I need to start that too, DJ. Also, I've had my eyes on that Trails of Cold Steel you were telling me about. You got me to check it out a little bit. I'm thinking about importing a European copy so I can have it physically. Because it looks fun. GTA 4 out of the park. Very nice. How does GTA 4 hold up, you think? Oh boy. That was a nice little move. Super Mega Baseball 4 is Q4 of 2022, so spring. Was this something they talked about in an earnings call or something? Or do they just straight up reveal the game? Wide open is Kevin Jones for the touchdown. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. The research I did on the game suggested, though, you want to play the games in order. And I think there are at least 3. Can we get there? John Kitna! He threw a good ball, man. Who do the Texans have in this game? Probably Mario Williams, Andre Johnson, David Carr. Is he still the quarterback? There's Andre Johnson. Road to the Show, MLB 21. Give me that. Lions defense missed a play. Matt Schaub, probably? It could be Schaub, yeah. Who'd I say it was? Carr? I don't even remember how long he stayed there quarterback. Yeah, Schaub was around this time. This could have been even his first year there. He wore 8, that's right. Ah. We need some of that Dan Campbell grit here. We need to start making some plays. I would actually be shocked if all Super Mega Baseball 4 is like a sequel to 3, but that sounds like what it is. Because EA bought the studio, and to me, I thought like, okay, they did that so they can slap the MLB license into this game and have the MLB game in their portfolio, and a good one. If they don't do that, I'm shocked. On the direct snap, cut back, and we're there to make a play. The whole Trail series is really good, and Order is the way to go. Cold Steel Arc has 5 games. If the cross-spell games aren't included, 7 if they are. All right. That was a weird touchdown. We're going to have some ugly football here between these teams. Ah. Messed that up. Yeah, if they add some depth to the game, it could still be interesting. I just wonder what EA's whole motive was with buying the company if it's not an MLB game. Because to me, I'm not even sure if one came out this year, but Super Mega Baseball, if it had the MLB license, I mean, RBI Baseball would not exist anymore. It would be over. But I don't even know if an RBI game came out this year. Now that the show is on all platforms, there really isn't a point. Ooh. Ah, almost picked off, almost gave him a few points. How'd they get to 9? What did I miss? Give me that. Ooh, got away from him once, and then he just catches right back to him. Up top for Calvin. Got it. Don't blitz. They blitzed, but they bit on it. Come on. In the end zone. Got it there to Calvin for the touchdown. Megatron with 4 seconds on the clock. How about that? And now, trying to avoid the sack. John Kitna. He can do it himself. Up the wall and in for the touchdown, or the 1, whatever that is. Was that a 2-point try? Hey, if you're enjoying the stream, please leave a like. I'd very much appreciate that. Maybe we'll do some more streams like this, but with Madden 23 coming out soon, that will be my focus once that's available. I'll have a couple videos coming out before that that might be a little different, like me going through my old franchise files. That's a sack. Oh, come on. No, I missed the interception, missed the receiver. Come on. Did they sack me for 2 points? Okay. Yeah, I gotta be careful of that. And try to get one of my own here, perhaps. Uh-oh. He's running away. Got it to his receiver. Can I get a fumble? Where's my game breaker, by the way? It's not clear. Like, it looks like I have no progress. Where's my game breaker? Why do I have nothing? Oh, that was a good move right there. Come on. Number 30. Is that Amon Green late in his career with the Texans? Or is it somebody else? Nice hit. Oh, that's a loose football. Give me that. And let's take it. We got a couple points there for the fumble recovery. Well, there were people watching, and then people stopped watching after a while, so that's why there would be more likes than current viewers. We got to go deep to Calvin. I don't care who's down there. Oh, no. That's a few points. I think I made it 6 for an interception. Uh-oh. 2-point game all of a sudden. I probably won't be live in 45 minutes now. This is my last game. Wrapping up about a 2-hour stream here. You gotta get him down. Eventually, this team can't tackle. Dan Campbell wouldn't stand for this. There you go. It usually takes 2 defenders. Ooh, we almost got him there, and he's going to throw it deep now. Almost picked. Good play. Yeah, if 2K did something like this, I would totally be down. We know it's not going to be a simulation game, unfortunately, but will what they do be interesting? That is the question. Will it just be like an online focus game with like card packs and whatnot? Or will it have some sort of team building element for offline players? I just don't know what to expect. Hoping for the best, hoping for a real competitor, but I don't know. Nice job, Megatron. Toss this out now. Kevin Jones. Can we get there? Not this time. You know, I'm still sorting through teams when it comes to 23. I have some in mind. I always like to save it, though, for a fun reveal. And John Kitna, he can just take care of it himself. He's like 50 years old here, scoring a touchdown. Throw it up to Calvin. Just one more time. Yeah, Megatron's pretty good in this game, too. Ooh, good hit. "18 seconds from victory." Maybe a bit aggressive here, sending all these defenders, but they run the ball anyway, so it doesn't matter. Why are you streaming NFL Tour? Because I wanted to check it out today. Because I wanted to see, after all these years, not just years since it's been out, but years since I've made content for it, what I thought. The game has been on my mind lately. And all it's making me want to do is play NFL Street, because now that I've played Street, I know how much better it is. I gotta go deep to Megatron. One more time. Deep to the end zone and incomplete. But that is a win for the Lions. That was a good time playing NFL Tour. Got a few games in. Got to check it out once more. Yeah, I mean, I totally get why people were down on this game. I always said that it was not a good game, but it's a fun game. And there is fun to be had on here. Like I've said, the highlights, creating big plays is fun. But like the some of the button mashing or like the quick hit X to win this engagement, that does hurt the gameplay for me. The playbooks aren't that deep. The tour mode isn't as interesting as the challenge mode in NFL Street. And the gameplay isn't as good. The PS2 NFL Street gameplay has aged so much better. They had showboating, trash talking, and as much fun as it can be to make some highlight plays in this game, it was still better in NFL Street. And I think the only thing Tour did better was allow you to interact with the wall the way it does. NFL Street had its barriers, but if I recall correctly, you weren't really able to interact with them as much. You could be hit into them. The ball could bounce off barriers and still be in play. But the wall running in here, I think, is an interesting element. But even that isn't done, like, extremely well. It just helps lead to some fun plays. Maybe. I've never really checked out the Mutant Football. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about that one before. I know it's out there, but I've never played it myself. How'd I do today? I'm still a 500 player at NFL Tour. I guess that's not changing today. Street 2 wall gameplay is great. So it does do more of that in NFL Street 2. I'm going to have to check that out and get it on the channel here sometime soon because it's been a few months now. I played through NFL Street. I don't feel like I have to play through NFL Tour, but I got to get to Street 2. I know. I wish that that kind of emulation was solved by now on a hardware front like that. Like, it's fun being able to play the emulator on the PC, but I'd much rather pop a disc into my console and have it playable on a newer piece of hardware. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that game was going to be coming out last year, and then I think it got delayed, so I thought this was the year, but where is 2K's NFL game? We've been talking about this for a long time. An article on IGN in 2021 says that 2K's NFL arcade game delayed past March 2022. Well, it's now August 2022 and still no word with NFL season literally around the corner. Any other new videos coming up this week? Yeah, so there'll be a Sydney video probably tomorrow. There will be a Rockies video on the main channel tomorrow. And then Saturday, I'll have the bowl game up for UTSA. And before too long, opening day for the Rockies. For this channel, it's kind of Sydney and then random stuff until Madden comes out. And then once Madden is playable through the early access next week, I think there will still be some Sydney on the channel because I'm not sure I'll make enough Madden content for both channels depending on what I'm doing. I'm still trying to nail that down, but that's kind of the plan. So here on the second channel, more Sydney with maybe an NFL Street video. This weekend, maybe I'll check out a different game like Madden NFL Arcade and see what that's all about. But that's going to do it for NFL Tour. Do I think it's a good game? No. But it can be a fun time in small bursts, I would say. But that's it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Very different. And if you'd like to see me do this with other games, get on for a couple hours and just hang out, let me know what you'd like to see in the next one. But that'll do it for this stream, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.